Hello, good day everybody. My name is Victor. Today I'm going to show you how to apply material to your building in Revit architecture. Now, for you to apply material in Revit architecture, you have to be on a 3D view mode for you to be able to visualize your painting better. Now, once you are in your 3D view, your drawing could either be in a hidden line like this one, or it could be in if it is in hidden line like this one, you have to change it from hidden line to shaded. If it is in shaded, you'll be able to see your material better. But that if you are not if your laptop is a very powerful machine and it can handle a lot of graphics, and if it's a big scale, you um, you can leave it on realistic. But if your computer is not that powerful, you can leave it on shaded, because shaded can manage the amount of graphics that your system can handle, but realistic is going to be heavy for your machine if you are using a very low PC. So for us to apply material to this building, actually there are two methods. One method is it kind of the method helps you to speed up your workflow, because once you apply material to any element in the building, any other element that have similar properties, they are going to inherit such property, which will save you the time of picking the element one after the other. Now, this method doesn't give you much freedom on which part of the building element you will want to apply the material. This is when the second method becomes more handy. Now, the second method gives you a lot of freedom on which particular part of the building you wish to apply your material. But this method is a little bit slow because you have to pick each portion of an element before you'll be able to apply the material. But I'm going to show you the two methods and how you can apply them and when you need to use the two each of the method. Now, without wasting much time, let me go and show you how to start. Now, the first method is, now once you click this building, this wall for this side of the building, now the wall is going to on the property panel here, the wall will show you the property is going to show you that the wall you selected is a basic wall and it's a generic wall and it's 150 thick. Now, if you select the second wall, it's going to give you the same thing. If you select the third one, this one, they are going to give you the same information. That is to say that all the walls that are here are having similar behavior, similar characteristics, and similar properties. Now, so once we select it and we go to edit type, now once you go to edit type, under the type property in construction, under structure, we are going to edit the value under structure. So once you click on edit, now under the material where they write this by category, once you select it, now there's a small box that will appear. Click it. Once you click the small box, it's going to load the material browser for you. Now, once it loads the material browser, if you scroll up and down and for any reason you are unable to find the material in which you wish to use to apply to your building, now there's an option, there's here you can get material. If you go down the bottom left corner of your material browser, if you click on this icon here, this small icon here, once you click it, it is going to open the asset browser. Now, under this asset browser, now you are presented with tons of material that you can use to apply to your building. Now, since the materials are many, there's a search box that is being provided here. So once you click on the search box and you type the name of the material you wish to use, let's say for my case, I wish to use paint. Now, as I type it, it's going to search for all the materials that is paint. So if I scroll down here, you can see paint here, but I will use this parking strip. So once you hover over the paint you wish to select, if you move your mouse to the right hand side, there's a small icon with two arrows, one going to the right and another one going to the left. Now, once you click on that arrow, it's going to transfer that material from your asset browser to your material browser. Now once you transfer it, it's going to appear in your material browser. Now once it appears in your material browser, so what you are now going to do is you are now going to you can either use the material like this, or you can change the color. Now for this case, if for any reason you wish to change the color, you can, under the wall paint here, you can click on this color here. Now once you click on the color palette is going to be open. Now you can select any color from here. I can either choose this one, or if the type I want are not inside these boxes here, I can come here and mix a color here. Let's say if I mix a color here, if it is okay for me. Now this original and this new, the original means the original color of the paint we selected. Now it is yellow when we selected it initially, and this new one is the new color that we wish to apply. Now this slider here at the top here, going up and down, by the time you drag it down, it will show how dark you want the color to be. If you go up, it will show how white the color is, how dark the color is going to be. Now once it is okay for you, you can now click OK, and it's going to update your color immediately. Now once it updates, you can now click apply and OK. Now once you can now click OK, apply, OK, and your material is going to be updated in your scene immediately. Now let's take things further. What if you want one particular side of the building to be another color? Now what you are going to do is, since you know that all the whole wall are having similar property, now what we are going to do, for us to change the material of this one, we have to click it, we go to edit type, then we are now going to duplicate the material. Now once we duplicate the material, now we have now detached this wall from the other one. That is it now has its own characteristics and its own behavior. So now when we now go to edit, under the material, if we click on it and click on this small box here to take us to the material browser, once it loads the material browser, we can now scroll and look for another material that we can use for our design. So let's scroll and see which material we can use. So let's say I will wish to use this this exterior installation and finish system. So once I click it, I click OK, I click OK, I click OK, and once it loads, if I click outside, you can see now that inside the veranda is having a separate material from the outside. Now there's a little problem. The material we apply inside is extending outside from the veranda. Now that is because from this edge of the wall to inside the veranda, they are having a single wall. Now for us to solve that problem, we have to detach this outside wall from this inside wall. So for us to do that, we'll now go to under our floor plan, we'll go to our level 1. Now once we go to our level 1, we'll go to modify, and then you select this split element, this icon here. Once you click it, you now go move your pointer to where you want to split. It's going to give you a dash line there. Once you click it, now it's going to separate this inner wall from this outside wall. Now for me to drop this tool, I'll click on modify. Now if I go to my 3D view and I select it, you'll notice that my wall now has now been separated from the inner one. Now since I know that this wall here is having basic wall generic 150 mm, and this one here is basic wall generic 150 mm too. So what I'll do is this small arrow here, once I click it, I'll now go and select this basic generic 150 mm. Once I click it, it's now going to inherit the material for this side. Now you can now see we have now fixed the issue. Now inside this plate is now having its own material. All right, moving on. Now it's now time for us to apply material to our roof, our fascia board. Now for us to apply material to our roof, we just select the roof, go to edit type, under the type property we go to edit, under the material by category you click on edit. Once you click it, you wait for it to load the material browser. If the roof is not available here, you go to open asset browser. Once you click on open asset browser, you can come under appearances or Autodesk material, then you go to under roofing. Now we have two roof here. I'm going to use shake hand split. Now if I click on this small icon, it's going to load that material into my material browser. I can close the asset browser. Now once it loads, there's going to be a preview here, so I can now apply, okay, apply, okay. Now once you click on empty space, you can now see that material has been applied to our building. Now what if I want a different material here on the wooden fascia, separate from the roof? Though here Revit has already assigned a fascia board for our wooden board, at times we may want another material separately. So what we need to do is, this is where now the second method of applying paint comes in handy. So for us to use the second method, we can now go to modify. We go to under modify, you see a small icon here that they write paint. You just click it, and once you click it, you can now check all this place. You will now find the different type of paint that you want, so you can now select it and now apply it. So let's use this parking strip, and we'll go. Once you pick the paint, if you hover over the portion in which you wish to select, you see it's going to highlight all the edge of that portion with blue line. So once it's highlighted, if you click it, it's going to apply the material there. So we can now apply the material for all the sides of the building. I don't like this material, so I'll change it. I'll use something like this instead. I'll use this one. Better. Use this one. Use this one. Click, 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 and click. Now we have succeeded in applying material to our fascia board. Now what if you are looking for a material here and it is not available? Now the way to send material, because all the material that are present under this material browser are the ones in which you have loaded into your project. Now if they are not available, you can close it. You go under manage. Now once you go under manage, you go to materials. Now if you click on material, it's going to take you to the main material browser. Now from this place, you can now look for the material that you wish to send to that place. Let's say this masonry brick. Once you click it and you click OK, now it's going to, that masonry brick is going to appear under the material browser. So that's how to send material to this place. Let's check and see where it is. This is the masonry brick that we send. So this is how to send material. Now let's apply material to our floor and our ceiling. Now to apply material to our floor, we can use this one. We don't like it. Let me check. You just select it, then you click on the floor. Then for our ceiling, we scroll up. We use this ceiling tiles 600 by 600. Then we select it. It's going to apply ceiling to our ceiling material to our ceiling. Now let's say you want to take things further by applying different color to one single wall. That is, a single wall is having two different type of materials. So how do we do that? Now the way to go about it is for you to go under modify you go to this split element, then you split the wall into two. Now, how do we split the wall into two? Once you pick your split element, you move it to the edge of the wall in which you wish to split. Now, once you move it to the edge of the wall, it's going to draw a straight thin black line across the wall, indicating where it's going to cut. Now, as you move it up, it shows the height of the split. If you bring it down, you're going to it shows how low you want the wall to be split. So I want my wall to be split across the window a bit. So once I click it, the dark thin line is going to talk to a blue thin line, indicating that the wall has been divided into two. So this will now have two separate elements. Now, this element, they still possess the same property. Their properties are still the same thing. Now, you cannot select it, go to edit type, duplicate, and change the material as we did to this one, because it may not work since they are the same. So the best way to apply material is to use the second method, where you have to go and select this icon, then you come here, you select the material you want, you click it, then just click on that portion and it will change. Now, if you notice that the paint we applied did not touch the edge here, so for us to fix that, we still go to under modify, you select this split element. Now the wall opposite to it, you just put your splitter around that portion, then you click and it will fix the problem. So thank you very much. So this is how easy it is for you to apply material in Revit architecture. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this tutorial, and if you want me to, if you have any issue you want me to upload another tutorial, please leave a comment below and I'll try my best to get back to you as much as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Have a pleasant day and God bless you.